Hey, you guys, you remember that 66 Charger with all the pistons in the wrong location? Well, this is it. So we put them in the right location, and here we have it on the dyno. Let's get it running. And here we go. Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Robert.
And we've got something new on the dyno. This is an engine that came here in a 66 Dodge Charger, but it wasn't running. Robert and I had to put the intake on, push rods, rockers, valve covers, distributor, radiator, and get it started. Yes, the customer had it built by someone else. All my customer did was drop the engine in the car, and we did the finishing touches. But when Robert and I got it started, we had a massive problem. Here we go. Remember? So many noises from so many different places, we're not even sure. The oil pump was leaking. Brand new oil pump was leaking oil.
Then the rear seal.
And then the rear seal. And then we said, you know what? Let's see what the noise is. So we didn't rev it up or anything. Just let it run for a few minutes. And then if you guys have still noticed in the previous video that we done, we drove it slowly into the garage at low RPM. And then we started to remove the engine from the car. And then we made a video of a teardown. And what we found, that all the pistons were in the wrong location. We had to switch them around. I see what happened. He's got the pistons mixed up. Look, that piston should be here. That piston should be there. Pistons have to be switched. Look, the guy had the pistons in the wrong place. I didn't expect this one. And not only that, we took off the oil pump. They had no oil pump gasket between the pump and the block. And unlike the time when you try to take off the oil pan, remember?
Oh.
We had to use
How can I forget?
We had to use a couple hammers and pry bars to remove the oil pan with so much silicone. Anyways, so let me say something. One of the problems was, of course, the valves, intake valves were hitting the pistons because the notch or the valve release were on the opposite end inside each cylinder. So we switched around 8 cylinders. We had these 7 valves refaced, but they were slightly bent. One was bent more than the other, so we had it replaced, only on the intake valves. But we also noticed that the connector rods had a lot of clearance between the one rod to another.
Side plate.
Yeah, side plate, because there's Chevy journals on this crankshaft because it's a 400 stroker, 470 cubic inch?
470, yeah.
Okay, so we had the connector rods that had a lot of play of about 75 thou, but I couldn't find any other connector rods, and I found another set that were the exact same thing. So that is a good reason they might make noises.
At first, we thought it might have been the reason why before we lift the heads.
So we think 1, valve hitting the pistons is noisy. 2, too much clearance on the rod could make noises. And 3, piston to wall clearance should be 4 thou on these pistons, but what we got is 6 thou. So that could add some noises. But this engine being a stroker, the skirt on the piston is so short that we're gonna have piston slap. So you know what? Looking at the budget and what the customer went through with the customer, I try to keep it simple. I only repaired what needed to be repaired. We put the pistons in the right location. We also replaced the rear seal. We put an oil pump gasket. We fixed the intake valves, all done. Got all new gaskets, reassembled it, put it on the dyno with my carburetor because we have so many issues. I did not want to use this carburetor. So for that reason, I'm going to leave this last so I can tune it with this carburetor. So I put an 850 on this 400 stroker, which is a 470 cubic inch, and that's all we did. So now I just want to get it started, see how it goes. Will it run? Will it be quiet? I don't know. I don't want to put a lot of time and money into this. I'm sure the customer has a certain budget, and I don't want to break his pocket. I just want to get it running.
Can't be
right
worse
now.
than it was.
No, I know. Now I know we're going to be good with the piston to valve clearance. I know there's a lot of clearance and not with the valve release and the valve lesson we've done yesterday. We should be good. All I want to know is let's get it started. And I know in the past I've done another 400 stroker many years ago, and it sounded like a diesel engine with a short skirt pistons on a 400 stroker. That was a 490 cubic inch stroker. Now this had the same design piston. Now, am I gonna hear it? Is it gonna be loud here on the dyno? Maybe we're gonna hear it in the car. I don't know. And at the same time, if we're looking for noises, or maybe not, I wanna see what kind of horsepower, what kind of torque this engine is gonna produce. So, all I wanna say is let's get it started. Let's check the oil pressure, see how it goes.
Will a couple of new gaskets, one new valve, and putting the pistons back in the right holes be enough to save the noisy 400 stroker? Or will it still sound like shaking a bucket of bolts? We're about to find out.
So now that we just installed the carburetor on, we're gonna fill it up with our electric fuel pump that supplies fuel from the dyno. And I'm gonna show you how the flow bolt fills up. Take a look right here. Robert, put the switch on. Check that out. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Now let's see if it starts. Okay, this was a very noisy engine. Like I said earlier, it's got a lot of things, a lot of issues, but it should run. Maybe it's gonna sound like a diesel. Who cares? As long as it runs, let's go for it. Okay, here we go. O2 sensor.
You want to turn the fan on, or you want to hear
No,
first?
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Okay. O2 sensors on. I want to run out and check the timing right away. Okay. O2 sensor will get run. The O2 sensor I'm not worried about. Maybe I should give him more advance. I'm going to mark that after on the timing on the distributor hold down. I'll give it some more. Wow, I didn't know it was that much off. I'm usually better than that.
You want me to give it a try, Nick?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me a sec. I'm going to back up a little bit. Go ahead, Robert.
Won't idle.
I know. We got no idle. Too much gas, too much gas. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I'll play with the gas. You could crank it over. Go ahead.
Just starter?
I'll play with the gas, yeah.
Okay, ignition on.
Yeah. Timing light doesn't want to work.
Another one.
You know, your initial moment is so important, you can't get it running. Give me the other one up there. Yeah, I'm trying to get a timing and I can't. Yeah, leave it on.
You have bad luck with timing lights.
Yeah, I know. It's so crucial. I want to see what's going on and try it. Go ahead, Robert, start it. Give me a second, please. I'm going to mark it on give it a few shots. I want to mark it at 38 on the damper. Yeah, just small shots of crank. Keep going. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, start it. Give it gas. strange, very strange. I don't, the engine doesn't sound that. There's no noise in the engine.
No, it sounds normal.
Sounds normal, the oil pressure is good. No leak in the rear seal, no leak in the oil pump. Now this 850 CFM has been there for a long time. Maybe something wrong with it, I don't know. I'm trying to get the air-fuel ratio. Either I got a vacuum leak or something's wrong with this carburetor. I'm gonna take it off, I wanna put the 750 right away, just to see. So I'm trying to raise the vacuum. I get a very low vacuum reading. The noises seem normal to me. It looks pretty good. Now I just put on my 7. I'm not sure if the 850 CFM carb gave me a problem before, which it never did. I had it in storage for a long time, but I went back to my 750 that I've always used. That never gave me issues. I just put it on with Robert and Nico. I want to figure out what's causing this shaky, really rough idle and low vacuum reading. I know it's got a radical cam. I do not have the cam specs. And you know what? Let's try the 750, take it from there. You put the fuel, put on the fuel pump. Here we go. Go ahead. Let him fill up. There we go. Right on, halfway through the glass. Perfect. Okay, let me get it started. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Take out the spark plugs. Take out the spark plugs. One by one. Yeah. You know, I'm using the spark plugs he gave me, but I don't think they're the right number. I know the right number first. I'm going to get another 8 spark plugs. We're going to switch them. It doesn't want to idle. And I don't see the headers getting very hot at all. No. And I got the air fuel ratio not bad. So let's change the plugs. We'll take it from there. You know, besides changing one valve and gasket, the only other thing we're changing right now is the 8 spark plugs. I know that the spark plugs he has are not correct number. I don't know what they are, but I use the Champion RJ12YC that belongs to the other black heads. So Nick and I just installed them, and let's get it started and see what it does. I'm trying to get the vacuum to build up because I don't have a smooth idle. I got no vacuum, very low vacuum. Now, could it be the plugs? I'm not sure. So we'll take one thing at a time. Here we go. Vacuum is very low. I got a very low vacuum reading, look at that. Timing is good. Oil pressure is good. Timing is at 38 degrees, 37, 38 degrees. Air fuel ratio is good. But the vacuum is very low, under 4 inches of vacuum. Wow. You know, the only thing I don't have is the cam specs. I just wanted to know what kind of cam specs is in there. And he doesn't have it. And I looked at the cam, I didn't see no number on it. It's a Radical cam. You know, I had the cam out, but I didn't see no number on it. I took it out and I looked in the back. I didn't see anything on it. Why? And who knows what this cam is? I don't know if it's comp cam or crane or bullet, whatever, I don't know. All I know is it's a solid roller cam. We've got the valve latch correct. And next thing I know is I'm going to take out 8 spark plugs, make a compression test. I'm not sure yet. Right now I'm going to let it cool down, we'll make a compression test. But besides that, the vacuum is very low. I got it to idle. We'll say we make a test. Yeah, let's make a test. Yeah, I'm going to do a pull.
If you think it'll hold together.
I don't know. But the noises are not radical. It sounds like, you could tell it's a piston slap a little bit, this and that. But I'm just going to take it to $5,000 and take it from there. Okay, here we go. Put the fan on. Let's see what's gonna do. Give me the yellow earmuffs. Let's see what kind of power this thing is producing. Yeah, I always use the other one. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make one little test. Accelerates good. Here we go. I'm gonna check that. Wow, that slipped. Let me see what happened there. That didn't go well. Oh, my absorber was adjusted for a 6-cylinder. I'm going to adjust the absorber because I had it adjusted for the 6-cylinder on the previous engine to make a load test at 1600. So what I got to do is loosen this up so I can get my load to hold at around roughly 2800 RPM. Let's try it. Here we go. Okay, leave the fan on. And here we go. You see, I gotta be in the yellow line right here, Nico. See that?
Sorry?
Here we go. Watch.
Servo? Yeah.
It has to be 90. Wow. Why did you make your torque way up there? Let me check the air fuel ratio just for the fun of it. Air fuel ratio not bad. Check this out. Very strange. I got a kilo at a higher RPM, of course. I see the torque numbers at 4,600 RPM. We got 537 foot-pounds of torque. Horsepower is at 503 at 5,000, and we need to go higher. Okay, I'm just going to start it a little idle so I can see if there's any noises or anything went loose. Here we go. See, it's not accelerating very smooth at all. It's not accelerating good. You see that? It's making power. It will make more power. The noises, they're not there. It's the same noise like piston slap. That's normal because of we have a lot of piston to wall clearance of 6 thou instead of being 4 thou on these pistons. Then again, the skirt on these pistons are so short because being a stroker, there's a lot of piston slap, which is normal. We're going to leave it. I've had the experience on another 400 with Mali, and that's going to be like that. It's going to stay like that. Question is, I'm trying to get a smooth acceleration, which I don't have, which I have to look into it right now. I'm going to let it cool down, we'll take out the plugs, and we'll see what's wrong. Maybe there's a compression test will tell us something, I'm not sure. Plugs are correct, firing order is correct, the timing is good, air fuel ratio is good. Why? We switched over carburetors, that's not the carburetor. Maybe remove a valve cover, check the valve train. Okay, give us a few minutes, let me look into it. I'm gonna go put full throttle, we're gonna crank it over, see what kind of cylinder pressure we're having. Or we might have to go through all 8 of them. Timing, it's right on, it's perfect. It doesn't jump or anything like that. That distributor should be working. I mean, it's a brand new distributor. I know it could do better than that. It's climbing, it's got at 5,000 RPM, we hit over 500 horsepower. It still needs to go at a higher RPM, but I'm trying to fix that acceleration to be much smoother. And I got a very low vacuum reading. Full throttle. 145. Not much, eh? We didn't touch the block. We didn't change nothing. All I did is put the pistons in the proper location. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. Here we go. Yeah, 150. It's 150. Wow, it's got a dome piston on top of that. I'm surprised. Should have more than that. Anyways, you know, I didn't design this engine. I just switched over the pistons, put it back together. I did no machine work whatsoever. You know what I gotta do? I gotta take out all 8 spark plugs, make a compression test, make sure they're all equal. And why is it accelerated that? Could be ignition, I'm not sure. But the timing mark seems very smooth there. Wow. Okay, ready? We had 150 in the second one, here we go. 150. So far they're both equal, okay? Next one. 150. So far.
What should it be around?
Oh, I'd like to get at least 180, 185. Look, all 150. 150, all of them. Here we go. 155. Huh, 155. These are all 155, eh?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now this one here, on this side, we got about 155 cylinder pressure. And on the other side, we got 150. But that's not the concern of what the issue is. The problem is I got low vacuum and I got no good acceleration. Now this engine should have a lot more compression than this. You know, like I said earlier, I did not do any milling or cutting or anything like that. No machine work whatsoever. Now its compression is 150, 155 all the way around. It's good, timing is good, carburetor is good, air fuel ratio is good. I believe he's got a radical camshaft. I'm not so sure, it got no cam specs on it. I looked at the cam in the back, there's no numbers on it. I don't know what it is. I only got 5 inches of vacuum, which is not too great. So if you want to boost up the compression, mill the heads, put a cam with less duration, I guess, and take it from there. I also wanted to say, I did not pick this cam. I did not build this engine. I have nothing to do with it. All I did is switch the pistons in the right location where they belong in the right bore, and that's it. I put it back together, got it running, and this is the issue we have.
Nick was very happy to get the stroker back together and showing the potential to make great power on the dyno. But before he takes the engine to higher RPMs, he has to be sure the client agrees. So the next day, with Laurent's permission, Nick did a few more pulls, culminating with a test to 6,500 RPM. And the results speak for themselves, with a blistering 643 horsepower and 577 torque. What a beast.
I just want to say I appreciate you guys watching us here on Nick's Garage. You know, we've gone through so much here. And I want to tell you guys, subscribe to my channel. A lot of you guys are watching, but you're not subscribed. So press that like button and subscribe. And thanks for watching us here on Nick's Garage. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time. Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm tired.
Oh.
Okay, there's my blooper.
Okay, here we go.